Game 4 of the NBA playoffs, postseason action right here. Welcome to 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got LeBron James. Hardaway is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Pettit in at the power forward. And for San Antonio, we've got Derrick Rose. Stojakovic is out there with Duncan. Then it's Jones. And it's Parrish in at the center position. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Rose kicks to Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. Jones for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. No good that time. Rose with some nice D. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success in that and will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Thank you, David. The team being honest about its approach. So, Greg, it's offense first.
Well, you can't put everything in the game plan. You have to kind of pick and choose. For them, it's really about generating points.
Yeah, there's another side of the floor right here, so it can't be just about offense. Their defensive intensity has got to rise up.
LeBron James on the wing. Shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rose against James. Passes it to Parrish. Dishes to Stojakovic. Over Hardaway. And it's Stojakovic missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. James kicks to Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Timeout.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Come into this one after winning on Tuesday.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. .130 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hardaway. Softly drops in the floater.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
LeBron passes to Hudson. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. He kicks to Goodrich. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count that bucket.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Hardaway against Lillard. Floats it up for James. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. Outside Robinson. Outside Hardaway. Baseline jumper. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bucks trail by 3. No good from Roy. Goodrich against Lillard. Goodrich, that's good.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night here. That one misses for Howard.
Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do: defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range?
When I'm training in the summer, before practice, after practice.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got Robinson. Goodrich is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Anthony, and it's Dantley in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Dantley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
To the paint, here's Hudson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Bucks also changing it up. Malone's checked in for Howard. McGrady comes in for Hudson. Hardaway is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Rose gets the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's McGrady, and the layup's good off the glass.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Hardaway against Jones. Pass to Duncan. The rebound by the Bucks. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's stolen by Duncan. And here's Rose. On the wing, Stojakovic. Over McGrady. And it's Stojakovic missing. The Bucks trail. McGrady passes to Wall. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Rose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
James checked in for the Bucks. Roy comes in for John Wall. And both free throws good for Rose.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's McGrady. Here's James. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you like to see LeBron make the read there as it comes off the rim and taking advantage of crashing the glass.
Hardaway against Rose. LeBron with the block. And it's the Bucks on the break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Rose looking around to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Duncan. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Milwaukee in the lead. Throws it up high. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Rose kicks to Parrish. And there's the pass to Stojakovic. Outside Rose to the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Parrish. So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Parrish. 20 seconds left in the first half. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Now here is Hardaway. Launches it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, for the Bucks, they've got their biggest half of the season coming up. They cannot afford to fall into a 3-1 hole in this series. If there was ever a time to pull out all the stops, now would be it. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half? And that's going to do it for our halftime shows.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. We've seen Penny Hardaway really having a great game.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Still interesting to see if in this second half he can find ways to get to those same spots.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Hardaway is out there with Tracy McGrady. And it's LeBron James. And it's Malone. And it's Pettit in at the 4 slot.
Great D there. Just quick hands on that one.
Duncan goes in. He gets that one. Duncan's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, once Duncan gets the ball, the defense trying to be physical, but Timmy's seen that, what, once, twice, maybe 6,000 times before. Future Hall of Famer still getting it done.
There's McGrady, and the basket is good. McGrady's got the lead back up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Stojakovic, the pass to Duncan. Outside Rose. Jones finds Duncan. Just 4 to shoot. Duncan drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Spurs with possession. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Ball's checked in. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Passes it to Pettit. And the rejection by Parrish. The shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jones.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Wall, count it. Wall's got his first 2 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Anthony's checked in for Parrish, and Tim Hardaway subbed in for Jones. Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And Derrick Rose so quick out of the gates. When he sees open floor ahead, he's at full sprint in the blink of an eye.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Anthony against Wall. From downtown. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Anthony, no one around. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. The lead is 2. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. The teardrop falls in.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Puts it up from 17, and the Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Boyd comes in for McGrady, and Lillard subbed in for John Wall. Spurs on defense. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Howard, good.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Here's Hardaway. And he finishes nicely on the way. Hardaway's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Lillard, the pass to Howard. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Robinson. Knocked away and stolen by Howard. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Goodrich. He's out there with Timmy Hardaway. Parrish is out there with Jones. And it's Dantley in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Dantley the pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Hardaway has at the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Spurs. LeBron outside. Pass to Lillard. Back to LeBron. Kicks it to Hardaway. A three ball. That one no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right? You got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
And the first one at the line is good. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Howard hits them both. Spurs trail by 3. And there's the feed to Jones. And the rejection by James.
Wow. LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
Duncan against Lillard. Goes up the baseline. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Bucks leading by 3. Lillard, right side. Outside Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lillard misses.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Lillard against Jones. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. No one near James as he lets it go. Here's Pettit. Howard trying to free himself up. It's good on the putback. Howard's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Dwight Howard, such a force on the offensive glass. Phenomenal at knowing when to jump up and the timing on the putback jam.
San Antonio calls timeout. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for the Spurs. Rose comes in for Goodrich. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Damian Lillard. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Been pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
James looking it over. A shot by McGrady, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Outside Rose. The dish to Duncan.
Tim Duncan knows a thing or two and how to draw fouls right there, doing some damage. The big fundamental, still getting it done.
Tim Duncan. 2 shots. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Milwaukee. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Here's McGrady. Off target with his 3. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Spurs. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Duncan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. McGrady against Jones. Here's Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Duncan takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Duncan's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. McGrady passes to Malone. Lock at 6. Fired away, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound, San Antonio. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Hard away against Rose. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Oh, target. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The score is tied at 36. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Dwight Howard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, Tracy McGrady is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Malone, and it's LeBron James, and it's Pettit in at the 4.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
For the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Spurs trail by 4. Right side Rose, and it's San Antonio with another.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're up by 2. There's 1:26 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's Lillard. Malone. The second chance points on the tip-in. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Rose, and Rose throws it down hard.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
The pass to James. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands. So capable in those moments.
Rose against Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Both shots good from the stripe. For Milwaukee, they've gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's McGrady from outside off the mark.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's Rose with the three. He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. McGrady passes to Bennett. It's stolen by Rose. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Money!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 1. 20 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Here's Lillard. Yes!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 17 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Down low. Here's Jones. Missed.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard. Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Jones for 3. Misses the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer. That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.